Welcome back everyone, this is me Ayman Gharbi. I'm back again with a new lesson for grade 12 students in Oman. Please follow me carefully and keep focused till the end. In this lesson we'll be doing more practice on how to look for specific information to answer some WH questions. And you'll discover how to guess the meaning of new words or phrases from the context using another useful reading strategy. If you want to find this out, continue watching this video. Without further ado, let's dive into the main activity of this lesson, starting with task number 2, page 4 of your course book. If you look at the rubric, it says, read the text about Brendan and answer the questions under the text. Dealing with comprehension tasks requires a good understanding of what kind of information each question wants you to find in the text. That's why, before jumping into the text, it is necessary to read the questions first. Let me show you how to do this. As for question number 1, it says, how many companies are mentioned in the text? What do you think this question is about? What kind of information you need to look for in the text? As you can see, it is about the number of companies. That's why you need to consider finding big names of well-known companies in the text. Concerning question number 2, why didn't the Chevrolet sell well in Latin America? Why don't we try to find keywords in the question? At first glance, we can clearly notice the word Chevrolet. Do you think it is helpful in finding the answer? Yes, but it's not enough. The question word why tells us to look for the reason why the Chevrolet company didn't sell well and wasn't successful in Latin America. Let's move on to question number 3. What is Oman Air's logo? Can you spot the keywords in this question? It is definitely the word logo. So you will have to look for specific information or a short description of Oman Air's logo. Here I'd like to remind you of the reading strategy that you must bear in mind while doing this task. Which one do you think we need to follow? Skimming or scanning? In this case, we are going to look for specific answers, so we choose scanning to accomplish the task. Again, this strategy is about letting your eyes move quickly through the text until you find what you're looking for, and it can be done quickly and without reading every word. Let's try to answer the questions one at a time, and I suggest taking 6 minutes to finish the task. Question number 1. Once you read through the text, you can notice some names of big companies such as Chevrolet, the American car company, Adidas, the footwear company, in addition to Coca-Cola and Oman Air companies. So the total is 4 companies. Very good. Let's move on to the second and try to find a statement that tells us about the reason why the Chevrolet didn't sell well in Latin America. Once you look at the text, you can easily determine the part of the text that tells us about the Chevrolet company as well as the result starting with so. Therefore, the answer must be in the same context, which is because of the wrong choice of the name Nova, which in Spanish means it doesn't go. As simple as that. Let's finish up this part with one more question. Remember that we need to find a description of Oman Air's logo. In the same way, we look for a specific description in a different part of the text. And here we are. Oman Air's logo is a swirl of frankincense smoke. Good. Now that task number 1 is done, I want you to do more practice with the same reading strategy and with the same text as well. Here are some questions dealing with further comprehension check. If you look at the first question, when was Brendan developed or started? The question word when tells you to look for specific date in the text. But if the question word is what, the information we need to find must be a name of a person, of a country, a common noun of something, or even a description, exactly like the next couple of questions. Actually, the answer for such task is quite easy. This time, stop the video, take 5 minutes, and get back to me with the answers. Ready? Question number 1. When was branding developed? If we quickly scan the first paragraph that talks about the history of branding, we can easily find the answer, which is definitely the 19th century. It doesn't matter whether you write it in letters or in numbers, both would be considered as correct answers. What does nova mean in Latin? Did you find the answer? Good. The answer for this question is in paragraph number 2. Nova means new in Latin. Very good. Let's finish up with the last question. What do the first 3 letters of Adidas mean? The paragraph that tells us about this, it is certainly paragraph number 3. So the first 3 letters, as you can see, make up the short name or nickname of Adolf Dassler, the founder of Adidas. Wait a minute, we still have more to come with another useful reading strategy. But first, have a look at this task. Match the expressions with their meanings. I have chosen these expressions which I see very important to get better and deeper understanding of the text about brand names. Understanding such expressions actually takes another simple strategy called inference. It is simply about using clues given to you along with the knowledge you already have to understand what is said or written. In other terms, you only need to guess the meaning from the context. I mean from the words or phrases around these expressions, and your previous knowledge would be so helpful. Let's do this together and find out how this strategy really works in practice. The first expression, show ownership. According to the text, this is associated with things, animals, and even people. Do you think these clues are enough to identify the right meaning of this expression? No, of course. You also need to have some background knowledge of some vocabulary like the verb burn and the noun mark, to say the least. If you already know the word ownership, it is so much the better, as this word means having official documents saying that a car, a house is yours. Therefore, we must choose D, which is to indicate someone's possession of something. Let's carry on with the next expression, burn a mark into the mind of the consumer. Again, the words burn and mark, but this time the meaning is figurative. If we relate the phrase brand name with the word mind, could you please guess the meaning? What is it about? Good, it's about remembering. So the answer for number 2 is B, to make something impossible to forget. The following expression says that many businesses are now global. In this example, you only need to know the word global in advance. This word is an adjective from the noun globe, which means the world or the countries of the world. Therefore, the right answer for this expression is absolutely A. Many companies or businesses have become famous all over the world. We still have one more expression. Logos are just as important as brand names. In this example, you need to know the grammatical structure as plus adjective plus as. We use this when the things we are comparing are equal in some way. That's why the meaning for this is that logos and brand names are equally significant or important, so we choose C. This is the end of this lesson, which I hope has been useful. If so, make the most of it. Keep tuned, get in touch, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.